Are there pirates in Las Vegas?
What about tigers in Ohio? What on earth is a Brown from Cleveland? From the Baltimore Ravens to the Tennessee Titans, we're about to find out how these AFC teams came to be. Before we jump in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Because of Edgar Allan Poe's well-known poem, The Raven, which was written in Baltimore, Maryland, the name Ravens was chosen for the team.
A decision made by Art Modell, owner of the Cleveland Browns in 1996 to move his franchise to Baltimore, led to the formation of the Baltimore Ravens.
During the year 1996, the team was given the name Ravens, following a fan contest that was attended by 33,288 individuals, selected the name Ravens from a list of other possibilities. Poe, the mascot of the Baltimore Ravens, is a tribute to Edgar Allan Poe, and the team's emblem is a stylized letter B that looks like the wings of a raven. It is also worth noting that the Baltimore Ravens marching band is the only National Football League team that has an official marching band. Cleveland Browns. The Cleveland Browns were given their moniker in honor of Paul Brown, who served as their first head coach. Brown had won a national championship for Ohio State University and was beloved by many in Ohio. The year 1946 saw the beginning of the Cleveland Browns. In the beginning, the Browns were a part of the All-America Football Conference, AAFC, and they were successful enough to win the league championship in each of the 4 years that the association was in existence. The team that won the 1948 season was the first team in the history of organized professional football to go undefeated, with a record of 15-0. In 1950, the Browns and two other teams that had previously competed in the AAFC were added to the National Football League. The team was established in 1959 as the New York Titans and proudly stood as one of the founding members of the American Football League, AFL. The team underwent a name change in 1963 when the franchise was sold, transitioning from the New York Titans to the Jets. The name change was made because the new owner, Sonny Werblin, had a vision for a more contemporary and representative name that would align with the team's new location near LaGuardia Airport. In the beginning, the Pittsburgh Steelers were referred to as the Pirates after the baseball team that represented the city. In 1939, the squad was rechristened the Steelers in order to pay homage to the city's long history of steel mills. On July 8, 1933, Arthur J. Rooney established the team that would later bear his name. Among the teams that have won 4 Super Bowls, the Steelers were the first. They are the only team to have won the Super Bowl twice in a row. An effort was made in 1947 to rename a team that was competing in the All-America Football Conference at the time and was initially referred to as the Bisons. The name Bills was proposed. The new nickname Bills was homage to Buffalo Bill Cody, a pioneer who lived in the American frontier. On the 28th of October in 1959, the squad was established. Blue Devils, Nickels, and Bullets were some of the other names that were considered. Nevertheless, this particular name was selected instead. Regrettably, this particular iteration of the Bills was canceled after the American Football Conference, AAFC, merged with the National Football League, NFL, in 1950. The Buffalo team was not a part of the merger. In 1960, Buffalo was given a franchise, and the owner, Ralph Wilson, decided to keep the name Bills in order to pay honor to the previously existing AAFC. Almost 20,000 people participated in the Name the Team competition, which resulted in more than 1,000 alternative names being submitted for consideration. The name Dolphins was picked as the name of the team after it was submitted by 622 individuals. This was due to the fact that the dolphin is one of the most intelligent and swift species that can be found in the ocean. Attorney and politician Joe Robbie, along with actor and comedian Danny Thomas, were the original founders of the team. New England Patriots. The name Patriots was selected by a group of sports writers from Boston who participated in a competition to determine the name of the team. The name is a reference to the colonists of the 13 colonies who engaged in a rebellion against British domination during the American Revolution and declared the United States of America to be an independent nation in July of 1776. Billy Sullivan Jr., a Boston businessman who had a solid experience in sports promotion, established the team on November 22, 1959. In the beginning, the team was known as the Boston Patriots. However, on March 22, 1971, It was renamed the New England Patriots to reflect its new home in Foxborough, Massachusetts, in remembrance of former Cincinnati professional football franchises of the 1930s and 1940s that shared the same name. The Bengals were given their current moniker. It was an expansion team in the American Football League, AFL, and was created in 1968. Paul Brown, who had previously served as the head coach of the Cleveland Browns, was the one who established the team. The Denver Broncos were given their name in honor of the fierce and self-reliant creature. The name was selected because it captured the essence of the American West. The Denver Broncos came into existence on August 14, 1959. The team was one of the original members of the American Football League and later became part of the National Football League through the AFL-NFL merger in 1970. The team underwent a name change from the Dallas Texans to the Chiefs when owner Lamar Hunt decided to relocate the team to Kansas City in 1963. The name was selected due to its connection to the city's vibrant Native American heritage and the moniker of Kansas City Mayor H. Roe Bartle, who was affectionately known as the Chief. Founded on January 30th, 1960, and originally based in Oakland, California, the Raiders played their first regular season game on September 11th, 1960, as a charter member of the American Football League. The Oakland Raiders were originally going to be called the Oakland Seniors, after a Name the Team contest had that name finish first. But after being the target of local jokes, the name was changed to the Raiders before the 1960 season began. On March 27, 2017, NFL team owners voted nearly unanimously to approve the Raiders' application to relocate to Las Vegas. Nearly 3 years later, on January 22, 2020, the Raiders moved to Las Vegas. A cocktail party that was sponsored by Barron Hilton was where the official announcement of the Chargers' name was made through a contest. The name was appealing to Hilton since it was associated with the vivacious and action-packed atmosphere that is seen at football games. Within the American Football League, AFL, the Chargers were established in 1960 and played their debut season in Los Angeles. They were a member of the AFL organization. It was in 1961 when they relocated to San Diego, and they continued to perform there until 2016, when they went back to Los Angeles. The Houston Texans came into existence on October 6, 1999, as the 32nd franchise in the NFL. The team was founded by Bob McNair, who was awarded the Houston expansion team after an unsuccessful attempt to bring a National Hockey League (NHL) expansion team to the city. The Houston Texans name was carefully selected after thorough research and numerous focus group sessions. The team has cleverly narrowed down its options for nicknames to just 5: Apollos, Bobcats, Stallions, Texans, and Wildcatters. The franchise was given the name Houston Texans on September 6, 2000. The Texans hold the distinction of being the newest addition to the NFL family. They stepped in to fill the void left by the departure of the Houston Oilers, who packed up and headed to Tennessee to transform into the Tennessee Titans. The Indianapolis Colts name remained intact when the team made the move from Baltimore to Indianapolis in 1984. The Indianapolis Colts have quite the interesting history. They were actually founded as the Baltimore Colts back in 1953 and called Baltimore their home until 1984. The Jacksonville Jaguars came into existence on November 30th, 1993, when the NFL granted Jacksonville, Florida, the expansion franchise. The Jacksonville Jaguars name was selected through a Name the Team contest on December 8th, 1991. The name was selected for its pleasing sound and partly inspired by the oldest known jaguar at the Jacksonville Zoo, although sadly it passed away before the team had the chance to play. In 1995, the Jaguars joined the league alongside the Carolina Panthers. The Jaguars were actually the second expansion team to be announced in 1993, right after the Panthers. The Tennessee Titans have quite the interesting history. They were actually first established as the Houston Oilers, one of the original 8 charter members of the American Football League, AFL, way back in 1960. They joined the National Football League in 1970 through the AFL-NFL merger and have been a proud member of the NFL ever since. In 1998, the name Tennessee Titans was selected, paying homage to Nashville's moniker as the Athens of the South. This choice was inspired by the city's abundance of prestigious educational institutions, timeless architectural style, and the remarkable replica of the Parthenon. They had a change of scenery after the 1996 season, bidding farewell to Houston and making their way to Tennessee. The team underwent a clever name change, becoming the Tennessee Oilers for the 1997 and 1998 seasons before becoming the Titans. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget that subscribe button.